What's up, everybody? It's back again with Prydwens tier list. So, Archer and Saber have recently dropped in Honkai Star Rail. I'm assuming they took the time to do the last little update to their tier list, and then they added those characters. So, we gotta see what the commotion's about because I unfortunately have already seen a couple of the rankings because, oh my lord, are people crashing out about it. And when I say crashing out, I mean like straight up. The only thing I saw for Star Rail on like Twitter yesterday was people getting Archer for free, and then like Prydwen post, Prydwen post, Prydwen post. Like actually, just my whole For You page was just people talking about Prydwen's tier list. It was crazy, right? Like I get recommended Star Rail stuff a lot, right? But not like that much. And when I talk like literally like I could scroll down like and 5 posts in a row be about Prydwen. It was crazy. So people are in an uproar. They don't like it. Let's see what it is though. So number 2, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think of the tier list down below. So first things first, we're going to see the rankings and then go to the change log and see what the reasoning behind it is. So MOC, we have Anoxa going up. I believe the last one was it MOC or was it APOC? I actually can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a long week for me. Okay, so Anoxa went up. Okay, Archer is debuting in tier 0 for MOC. W for him. We have Herda going down. Unfortunately, this is one of the things I saw. I think they're kind of crazy. I think she's perfectly fine how she is. Saber is 0.5. Silverwolf's on the watch list. Blade is on the watch list. Bronya is up to tier 1. Alrighty. Sparkle is watch listed. So we're going to go up. Tingyun's watch listed. Jinglu's watch listed. Argenti down. And everything's probably the same. Okay, let's check out Pure Fiction. Pure Fiction, we have Phanon going up to 0.5, where he belongs. And we have Kafka on the watch list this time. We have Saber in tier 1. I'm assuming Archer's going to be really low. I don't think anything else has changed. And then Archer in tier 5. I don't know about really tier 5. Like, not even tier 4 or anything. Like, Archer above Zayla is kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie. Apocalypse Shadow, Archer tier 0. Okay, so he's really 0.50. Damn. We have Saber in 0.5, 0.51, 0.5. Okay. We have, I don't think any other changes. Okay. Let's see what the reasons are, right? So, Phanon releases quite a stir among the community, with some having incredibly success with them, others less so. In response to this, we felt it's necessary to provide an early round of data collection. Players using sustains had worse scores across the board, most often significantly worse. Duh. Players with Phanon signature performed slightly better, to be expected, yeah. Certain sports and team compositions overwhelmingly outperformed others. Wow, shocker. Based on that, we have now Phanon is polarized character in Pure Fiction. If you're able to clear without the need for a sustain, performs well to very well. But if your gear and your team can't manage, you must run a sustain. His performance takes a massive hit. Phanon's signature is also more impactful in Pure Fiction than it is in other modes, contributing to the gulf of performance some players may be observing. That said, based on that, with the current Pure Fiction, we agree he's strong enough to sit alongside Nox and Argenti when SS as per DPS. Removing Phanon to 0.5. The thing is, they're talking about his light cone a lot, but like Prydwen doesn't calc light cone in, which I think is a fucking stupid ass idea. I'm not gonna lie. MOC and Apocalypse Shadow, I expect him to perform himself worthy of tier 0. But in addition to this, he also performed pretty well in Apocalypse Shadow. Based on this, we're choosing him to move up in the mode. Okay. So he'll be 0.50 potentially. But yeah, no, I don't agree with Prydwen's whole don't get their signature light cone. Like, let's be fair. Like Archer, like not getting his sig in his most free to play sig, like a lot of people are probably going to have it based off of just people wanting to summon on like Phanon, hell, even the reruns, right? So yeah, I don't know, bro. Like getting a DPS other Lycon is a fucking choice of all time. I think you're like actually trolling most of the time, right? Let's see, 2 more DPS into the fray. Well, we had a great success with Archer and found him to be an absolute beast in MSC Apocalypse Shadow. We feel he is strongest when accompanied by Sparkle, thanks to the SP generation and SP cap increase she provides. Starting him off with partner tag because this doesn't feel he is not strong without her. Yeah, 0.50. Yeah, I don't have Sparkle, so I'll get to really see how good he is without her. Found Saber to be significantly more challenging to play than Archer and most other top tier characters. This is due to the nature of our action advancement and the fact it triggers from energy, which can be gained in different amounts randomly based on the encounter. If you played the Herder with Sunday or another action advance, you'll be familiar with her challenges, only they're quite a bit more tricky. That said, With played efficiency, will feel she's able to compete with the characters in the tiers we place alongside, but with a bit more effort needed. Yeah, because pretty much if you have like an unfortunate energy bump and she gets her like action advance thing, like as she's about to attack or like whatnot, like it's just wonky. We love speed tuning. Other changes: basic community feedback, removing Cypher from support damage to Amplifier instead. The reason behind this is that many consider Cypher's ultimate damage to be a form of a PM-wide application instead of her own damage. Yeah, we understand this argument and agree removing her to Amplifier in all 3 modes. Okay, she's still broken. Tribute and Cypher share some similarities, and while we have discussed moving Tribute to Amplifier before, we feel she doesn't have personal damage to justify her place in the support damage for the time being. I mean, like, yeah, I guess. I mean, my Tribute build isn't like the craziest, but I feel like I'm not just like, oh my god, here we go, tribute damage. It just kind of like exists, you know? At least for me. Obviously, I don't have her light code. And we'll see. While we're following through on Nox to watch this from last time in Tier 1, with the introduction of Archer and Saber and Nox taking his place in Tier 0, we're once again adjusting Tier 0, and similar to Mide, we're moving the lowest of the Tier 0 performers down in rank this time. That's the Herda. I ain't gonna comment. After release, Phenom Burn has been significantly uptaken performance in new MOC based on this for raising Tier 1. Probably the same thing with Saber. Some of Bronya, but at a much lesser extent, Tina has also gained some ground thanks to Phenom. Watching list to moving her up. Yeah, I still don't like Tina. With Archer releasing and Sparkle being his best teammate, we expect her to improve her scores and uses considerably. Before moving her, though, we want to see exactly by how much first we're placing her, yada. Alright, yeah, it makes sense. So, pretty much TLDR with this is Sparkle is potentially going to move up because of how good she is with Archer. Tingen and Bronya are potentially going up because of how good they are with Phenom. Herda is going down because supposedly she's the worst of the Tier 0 DPSs. Anox is going up because he's goated. Tribute and Cypher are the same. Tribute's a sub DPS still. Cypher is now an amplifier. Saber is solid but hard to play. Archer is in need of good old Sparkle. And then Phenom went up a little bit. Not too crazy. There's a Apocalypse Shadow. I was gonna say, I was like, APOC? Phase out? I mean, sure. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I've definitely had more success using Herda over Aglaya. I ain't gonna lie to you. Especially at E0S0. Like, what light cones are they using on her? The Herda shop one? Like, what actual light cones are they using? Right? Because their tier list, they can't use this. They can't use this because it's paid. It'd be this. Unless they're counting the Battle Pass light cone, right? Which, like, if you're counting the Battle Pass light cone in this, you might as well just use the SIG. Like, more people would have the SIG than the Battle Pass, especially if you're, like, free to play. So what, is Prydwen running this? Like, it's just damage dealt, I guess? Like, what are they using? Because it's E0, S0, right? Like, what are they using on Aglaya, right? Anyway, I mean, yeah, this makes sense. Archer's busted as hell. Saber's still pretty solid. Herda going down is interesting. People are raging about Archer being better than Saber. Hey, bro, it is what it is, right? Use Saber in pure fiction, I guess, right? Archer also has, like, a really good character with Sparkle, right? Sober's probably going to move up. Bronya, that makes sense. Tingen, yeah, poor man unit. Yeah, I guess, like, nothing else is, like, too crazy. It really just, the outrage really just on Noxa going up while Herda is going down. Noxa deserves to go up. He is an insanely good character. I think Herda's just fine at 2-0. And then Archer being better than Saber, like, bro, it just makes sense with how his kit works. Multiple attacks. His strongest attack being able to rapidly fire and do more damage versus Saber with all her stuff, right? It just makes sense that Archer's good. I mean, it was the same thing with Dr. Ratio. People couldn't comprehend that he was better than, like, Don Hang and some of the other DPSs. They were, like, mad, angry. Ratio was just that good. Second coming with Archer, bro. Is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, that's it for the tier list. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you think the crash out is warranted? Let me know what you think, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.